Hey everyone! Today I'm sharing a quick and easy interactive spread in my Life Crafted album, and I'm going to be using the handcrafted mini kit from Citrus Twist Kits again. A few of my fellow team members have been using this kit to document the design teams they're on this year, and it's really the perfect collection to document crafty adventures like design teams and other crafty accomplishments, so I decided to document my crafty adventures this year as well. I'm starting out with this cut file from the Citrus Twist Kits shop. This one came in the set called Wonderful Story, and I'm going to back this cut file with all the different pattern papers that came in the new handcrafted Traveler's Notebook Basics and Patterns digital papers. I love how these papers give kind of like a Valentine's Day or love themed vibe, but they're not really your traditional red and pink Valentine's Day colors, which makes them a bit more versatile. And of course, they also coordinate perfectly with the handmade mini kit that I'm going to be using later on as well. To back these cut files, I like to start off by adding some glue to the back of one section at a time with my Zig two-way glue pen. This glue pen has a really precise tip that is perfect for adhering the fine lines in these intricate cut files. And next I'm adhering this section to a small square of pattern paper. I'm just using some of the scraps that I have left over from the last spread that I made. And before the glue dries too much, I'm going to use my fussy cutting scissors to cut around that outer edge of the heart. And unfortunately, I do have to hold the cut file quite close to my face in order to see properly and to cut right up against that outer edge, which means this is going off camera a bit. So I decided to back the rest of that cut file off camera. And through the magic of YouTube, I've finished backing my cut file, and I decided to back only the hearts and leave the background bits empty because I am going to be adhering this whole page to some craft cardstock once I'm done, and that craft cardstock will show through in the places that I don't have any pattern paper. I've also printed out some photos of the two design teams that I'm on this year, which is Citrus Twist Kits, of course, and Color Cast Designs. And I also have that poster for the ScrapSmarter Experience that I had the pleasure of teaching at back in January. And these are printed at 2 3/4 inches square, and I've also printed out some journaling about each of these crafty adventures as well at the same size. I've also cut out this XOXO cut file from the Citrus Twist Kits shop. This one is actually part of a free set called Love Stories, so make sure you go and check that out. It is still free on the Citrus Twist Kits shop. And I used some blue, pink, and purple cardstock that were the closest colors that I could find in my stash to the colors in the Handmade kit. And these are sized at 3 by 4 inches, so like a little pocket card. So my idea was to adhere the photos onto the fronts of each of these cut files and then the journaling onto the backs of the cut files. And these are going to go in a vellum pocket at the bottom of the left side of my page. And to give these a more layered look, I am going to sandwich a piece of vellum between the back of each of these cut files and the journaling spot so that the XOXO part isn't completely see-through at the bottom. You'll see that I also have kind of like a blue floral diamond pattern on the left side of my spread. This is one of the digital pattern papers from last month's Fresh Starts Traveler's Notebook Basics and Patterns papers. I just like how the blue really went well with the blues in the handcrafted kit, and the lighter background provides a nice contrast with all the bolder colors that I have going on in my cut file. For this vellum pocket, I'm tearing the top edge to give it kind of a more handcrafted feel, and then I'm cutting this down to 2 3/4 inches tall by 5.5 inches wide, and I'm going to wrap the 1/2 inch on the left edge and 1/2 inch on the bottom edge of this vellum behind the pattern paper to close up those two sides to make the pocket. And the right side of this pocket is going to be closed by the binder rings going through that side of the pocket there. I did take my scoring board to score the 1/2 inch mark on the left side of that vellum pocket as well as the bottom edge. You have to be really careful when you're scoring vellum because it is a bit more thin than regular cardstock, so it's easy to tear through the vellum as you're scoring it. And next I'm going to use some 3/8 inch score tape to adhere that vellum to the back of the pattern paper. And then I'm going to punch the binder holes in the right side of that page as well. And now to decorate the front of this vellum pocket with the goodies from the handcrafted mini kit. I'm using a puffy sticker that looks like a tab on the top of my pocket. That one there says Creative Mess. And because this puffy sticker, the sticky part is overhanging the top part of that pocket a bit, I'm going to use my anti-static embossing powder tool to blot off some of the stickiness on the top portion of that puffy sticker where it's not adhered to the vellum. And that way it doesn't stick to whatever elements I'm going to be putting into this pocket. I did play around with some of the other ephemera die cut pieces from the kit, as well as some of the digital elements that I had printed and fuzzy cut out. And I ultimately decided on the title Craft Time, a few more puffy stickers, and the ephemera piece that says In My Happy Place to decorate that vellum pocket. As I'm going through and picking out which pieces I want to decorate this vellum pocket here, I am just going through and picking out some colors that aren't heavily featured on the right side of my spread, like the greens there as well as the pinks, to kind of balance out the page a bit. I didn't want to go too heavy on the blues because I do have quite a bit of blues in my cut file page as well as in the background paper that I'm using on this page. And I also added the ephemera piece that says paper plus glue plus photos on the top of this page, as well as a puffy sticker that says life is a series of obstacles preventing me from crafting onto one of the hearts in the cut file page. And I just think those sentiments are so perfect for documenting my crafty adventures. And that completes my layout for today. I've really been enjoying using this mini kit to document my crafting adventures, which has been such a big part of my life recently, and so I felt like it was just so appropriate that Citrus Twist Kits came out with this handmade kit for us to document our crafty adventures. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. If you liked this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more crafty inspiration. Thanks so much for watching!